Let's look back at the thrilling downhill racing from the unbelievable UCI Mountain Bike World Cup 2017 season. The men's field at the opening round in Lourdes was torn apart by difficult weather conditions. For the top riders, laying down a solid run was nearly impossible. So, the season started with a big surprise and a new face on the top step of the podium, Alexandre Fayol.
So, Fayol wins for France.
The rest of the season was dominated by one of the most enthralling battles in the history of downhill mountain biking. Greg Minnaar versus Aaron Gwin. At Fort William, it was the American who was leading with 3/4 of the track behind him, but a last-minute mistake allowed Minnaar to claim his 7th win in the Scottish Highlands.
Minnaar takes his 20th career World Cup win, pushes himself further into the history books.
Leogang remains a happy hunting ground for Aaron Gwin. The 30-year-old struck back with his 3rd win in a row in Austria.
Aaron Gwin wins his 17th career win in Leogang.
Relative stalemate in Andorra meant that it was possible for Gwin to steal the series lead in Lenzerheide, but downhill racing is always unpredictable.
And you know what? He's got flat rear tyre. Gwin's race run is done.
I'm just going to try to win everything, qualifying race at the next 2.
At the penultimate round in Mont Sainte-Anne, the heavens opened again. But Aaron Gwin laid down an incredible run and took the win.
So Gwin is going to take the win in Mont Sainte-Anne, and he rides himself down in the history books.
For his main rival and World Cup leader Greg Minnaar, it was a catastrophic 6th round, which saw him disqualified for leaving the track. And so the title would be decided at the very last race of the season in Val di Sole.
After Mount Sainte-Anne, we're pretty close in points now, so I'm just stoked to be here after all the drama that's happened to me this season and still have a shot at winning this thing.
The last 2 runs of the season were poised to decide the World Cup win 2017. But the South African was unlucky and was forced to walk down the track.
So Minnaar has crashed because of a flat rear tyre.
Gwin laid down another phenomenal run.
Although when Aaron Gwin's riding like this, I don't know if anyone can beat him.
Aaron Gwin took his 6th overall World Cup title.
The pressure is off him. He has delivered. Aaron Gwin shines in Val di Sole. What a race. What a season.
In the women's category, the 2017 season started as the previous one had ended, with a win for Rachel Atherton.
And it's Rachel Atherton who takes her 34th World Cup career win.
It was her 14th World Cup win in a row. It looked as though she would dominate again, but a dislocated shoulder as the result of a crash in training ended Rachel Atherton's winning streak in Fort William. From there on, the season was more open than it had been in a long time. The Australian Tracy Hanna took advantage of Rachel's absence by winning in Fort William. The other fast British girls also set about drawing attention to themselves in 2017. Former World Cup winner and world champion Manon Carpenter surprised everyone when she announced her retirement mid-season. Rachel Atherton, the dominant force for many years in women's downhill, was still making her way back to form after her shoulder injury. However, she finished 2nd in Lenzerheide. But it was the young Briton Tani Seagrave who made it into the spotlight with 3 World Cup wins in 2017, more than any of her rivals.
Yeah, it's sick. It's my best season so far. It's a bit odd that I have won the most World Cups this year and I'm not on top, but it's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess.
But one lady put an end to the British dominance in the women's series, the French rider Myriam Nicole. It was her first full season without an injury since 2013, and she set about capitalising on that.
Myriam Nicole, without a doubt, the biggest race run of her life.
Myriam Nicole won 2 races and never finished outside of the top 4. As a result, she became the overall World Cup winner for the first time in her career.
I did not realize straight away, and then seeing all my family, my boyfriend and all my friends crying, I was like, oh, I really won the overall. So yeah, first time for me, and I've been waiting quite long to do that, and yeah, I'm so stoked it happened in Val di Sole.
What a year, and what expectations for yet another year of great racing. The 2018 Mercedes-Benz UCI Mountain Bike World Cup promises to be another exciting season. Let's look back at the thrilling downhill racing from the unbelievable UCI Mountain Bike World Cup 2017 season. The men's field at the opening round in Lourdes was torn apart by difficult weather conditions.